how do I get and stay organised with healthy eating? I get asked this question a lot about how do I do it and prioritise it for myself? My name is Wick Nixon from Wellbeing, and I'm all about healthy eating made easy. And I have got a private Facebook group called Healthy Eating Made Easy with Wick. And on entry or requesting to come into that group, I ask you one question. And if we sat down for a tea or coffee, what would be the one biggest question you would ask me when it comes to health and well-being? And this is a question that pops up quite a lot. So if you're not part of that group, have a look, do a search on Healthy Eating Made Easy with Wick and come on over and join us, because we've got some great interaction and sharing going on over there. So how do I make sure that I'm always on top of healthy eating? So firstly, it really comes down to preparation and being organised. So I always make sure that I go to the fruit and veggie markets once a week. So that's just a no-brainer. Whether it's on a Tuesday or a Friday morning, I go to the Wesley Community Centre. I buy my free-range eggs there. I always make sure that I have eggs in the fridge, because that is something that I fall back onto a lot for lunches, or hard-boiled eggs for snacks are really, really great. Or, dinner, the kids had eggs for dinner last night, so I always make sure. And I make sure I spend probably about between 50 and 70, if I'm getting eggs, a week on fruit and veg. So I am loaded to the hilt, and the fridge is absolutely packed. If I am making dinner and feel hungry, I will snack on raw veggies. So I'll even snack. Hi Jacinda, nice to have you here. I'm just talking about how I stay on track and prioritise healthy eating. So when I'm making dinner, I'm snacking on raw carrots, I'm snacking on raw broccoli, I'm snacking on broccoli stalks or cauliflower stalks. They are beautiful. Have you tried a raw zucchini? It's actually quite sweet. I know you might think I'm a little bit weird, but this is how I do it. So I go to the fruit and veggie markets. I make sure that I have got loads of fruit and veg in the fridge. I always make sure. Yes, Jacinda said, I need to hear this, so that's great, good place to be. I make sure that I've got always been to like my local bulk food shop, and I've got plenty of nuts and seeds in the pantry. So nuts and seeds, although you might get a little bit sick of them, they're actually really hearty, and a piece of fruit you might think is a good snack. And I have fruit in the morning if I need it, but in the afternoon I'll have something a little bit more substantial. So I'll have nuts, and so almonds or walnuts, and just like a little handful, or I might have some almond butter on a slice of cheese, because it'll keep you sustained. Or like almond butter on apple, or like peanut butter on apple. So that's got your fruit, and then you've got that protein from your peanut butter. Or banana on a grainy piece of toast or bread with some peanut butter. So you're getting that combination of your food groups. So I've just written down a little few notes so that I didn't forget to point out what I do. I always have healthy snacks in the fridge. So whether that is, I always basically have homemade hummus in the fridge, or some sort of spread, a vegan nut mince or something like that I can quickly call on if I'm hungry, and I can cut up some carrots and some cucumber. And if you go to work, you can take this in a little bottle with you. I always have some sort of bliss ball, or like a lemon bliss ball, or a cacao bliss ball, or it might be some dark chocolate, some really good quality 72%, 80% dark chocolate, because chocolate's okay. It's just how much we consume and how often. But if you need something at night, have a piece of dark chocolate, but just don't have the whole cake. Or have a medjool date, which has got that sweetness, and put a little bit of peanut butter in it, or almond butter, because that's a really, really nice. And it's not, it's not going to make you put on weight. I think we all think that if we do something unhealthy, we feel guilty about it, and it's going to make us go backwards. You have to do a lot to make yourself go backwards, okay? If we go away like we did in the weekend, I always take a salad with me for lunch. And because I'm gluten-free, there are less options out there. And especially if you're just going through and trying to get to a destination, it's, I don't want to be caught out. So I'll always take a salad with me. Yesterday, we came back and I didn't have anything that I could bring back with us. So I just got a salad sandwich, and yes, I ate gluten because I had to. But I know it's not going to cause me too much havoc. It's when I do it regularly that's when it causes trouble. But if I do it every now and then, for Jacinda, gluten and dairy is, it's just getting your head around it. There are so many different options, and you're in the great place being in the tribe, be able to getting those resources. So the tribe is the Wicked Healthy Tribe, and it's a membership site that I have got. So I'm going to be opening it up soon. So just stay tuned. If you want to know exactly and to be the first person to know when that opens up, then just PM me with your email address and I'll put you on the VIP list. And the last thing that I wanted to point out was I always make sure I have a healthy breakfast. Breakfast, which is another video that I'm going to do, is great. Just as you said, the tribe is awesome. Yay. Breakfast is, for me, the most important meal of the day, because research shows that if you have a low glycemic breakfast, which I will explain in another video, but if you have a low glycemic breakfast, a high glycemic breakfast, you're likely to eat more than 80% during the day. And I know because I've done that and I have snacked all day. So breakfast needs to be hearty, it needs to be filling, and it needs to include the different food groups so that it sustains you. Okay, but just make sure that you're prioritizing having breakfast. I know that as mothers, we are always putting ourselves at the bottom of the ladder, which is what the Wicked Healthy Tribe is about. It's about putting yourself at the top of the ladder so that then you are serving everyone else in a better state, in a better position. And if you are prioritize having breakfast for yourself, you are going to notice such a difference. Don't just grab a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and race out the door, or a piece of toast. It's not enough and you need more. So just stay tuned for that breakfast video. I'm going to share more on that. So those are just my top tips on how I stay healthy. There are, lots more, but I didn't want to overwhelm you. Just a handful of where you can get started. And don't forget, if you're not part of my free Facebook group, Healthy Eating Made Easy with Wit, come on over, search it and request access, and then I will bring you into the group. Have an awesome day, and I'll look forward to connecting with you later on in the week. See ya.